All right. This took much longer to set up than I thought it would, especially since I was bouncing between two different things. But hello. Today, we're going to play some Magic the Gathering. Yeah. Now, I was bouncing between two different versions. The first was I was going to do Magic the Gathering Chandelar, like the updated version of Chandelar. Like that good old classic game, which was really fun, really great. Um, and I had that all set to go, but as I was testing things out and making sure everything loaded properly on my computer, which I was having some difficulties, um, I realized that I really just wanted to play Commander, not Standard. Like I wanted to play Commander, because I was kind of hoping that, like, I could find some of the cards that I have in real life and literally see if I could build my real life deck in the game. Which I doubt it, but it'd be cool if I could. Um, but because I wanted to play Commander, Chandelar doesn't let me do that. I have to play Standard in Chandelar. That's when I remembered that there was another Chandelar-esque game that was made by fans of Magic the Gathering called Forge. Now, Forge was usually, I think it was a Magic the Gathering deck dueling program initially, but they have also an adventure mode, which plays pretty much like Magic the Gathering Chandelar, where you go around different cities and um, you duel monsters like in random battles and everything. It's essentially a Magic the Gathering RPG. That's what it is. At the end of the day, anyone who is a Magic the Gathering fan will know 100% what Chandelar is, and if you don't, you should definitely check it out. But we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna play. Did this save everything? Yeah, gonna do some Commander. Gonna play green. I mean, there's a part of me that wants to build like a green white deck if I can, because in real life I have um two Commander decks. I technically have three, I think. I have, but two of them that I'm most proud of. Um, One of them is a green white, and one of them is just purely green. So I'm gonna see if I can build my green deck, and then as a secondary deck, maybe you can do the green white. I don't know if I can, because it all makes sense. It would all have to be if those if the cards are in the game, which I couldn't get this to fully update. So I'm running on like an older version because every time it was like, oh, update now. And I was like, yeah, update now. And then I would load the game again. It says, you're running an older version. Please update. I'm like, I just updated it. It was a whole thing. Uh, what do I want to name? Like, I selected her because I was looking through the list and I was like, oh, she's adorable. Let's do her. You know what? For some reason, Fia came to mind with an H. I don't know why. It just did. So we're gonna do Fia. So this should be a lot of fun. We'll see how long I play this for. Darkness and silence surrounds you. A vague sense of falling slows by second. Where am I? What am I? What's going on? A flash of light, brighter than anything you remember, precedes a fall to a stone floor. This is almost as jarring as realizing you don't actually remember much of anything at all. Let's talk to the mage over there. Oh, she gets a horsey. Okay, so that's just, Yeah, resume. Can't do anything to that. So I can. Okay, what do I got here? Let's look at the deck. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so the commander Renata called to the hunt. Legendary enchantment creature, demigod. Renata's powers equal to the devotion to green. Okay. Each other creature you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. That's neat. That's not bad for a starting. I don't hate it. I wonder if any of these that I remember. I'm like green is usually my go-to when it comes to Magic the Gathering cards. Anytime somebody's just like, "Hey, play this Magic the Gathering game," holy forest, like the 100% like I always go green. Like that is my go-to. I will try and dabble in other colors, like again green white, and then my other deck is black white. But I usually go green. That is where my strengths lie. So even if like I'm playing any other like game that's just like, oh, choose what kind of mage you are. What magic do you want to use? Green. I think even in Wizards 101, I was just like, yeah, it's green. Make me green. I know this could be played with controller, but I think it is better with mouse and keyboard. But oh, what do we got here? We got some human archers. We got some beasts. Affectionate Indrik. When this creature enters, you may have it fight target creature you don't control. That's could be pretty useful. Like as soon as I place it down, he just fights a dude, kills it. Potentially. Bitterbow, sharpshooters, vigilance with reach. Bushwhack. Pretty sure I have Bushwhack. Search for library for basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand. Target creature you control fights. Yeah, I think I do. Is that in my main deck or in my like primary green deck? Or I'm pretty sure I have Bushwhack. Because if that's the case, I've already got one of the cards I need. I do. I do have Bushwhack. I was like, I recognize that card. Yeah, I do have Bushwhack. I don't know if it can be seen, but it's the same art and everything. Not the same. It's not from the same set, but yeah, I do have Bushwhack. Cool. I have one card. I am already in the making of my dick. Cool, cool. I like that. Campfire. You gain 2 life. Exile Campfire. Put all commanders you own from the command zone and from your graveyard into your hand. Then shuffle your graveyard into the library. Handy. When this creature enters, draw a card. Clash of the Icons. Target creature you control fights target creature your opponent controls. Remove a lore counter from target saga you control. Put a lore counter on target. Choose one or more. Huh. Oh, these are like Final Fantasy cards. Okay, so it must have updated with, even though it's still telling me it needs to update, it must have updated. Because I could have sworn I seen like a Spider-Man card too. So, yeah, Spider-Man. It's in the deck. Put a +1/+1 counter target creature you control. It fights target. Okay, I'm beginning to see the whole Goobu! Yay! No, I'm beginning to see the whole thing of the deck where it's like, ooh, what else? You literally make your creatures fight other creatures before like the battle phase and such. Summon Fenrir. Soul Ring. Ooh, Soul Ring. I don't mind a Soul Ring. Relic Legends add 1 mana of any color. Vine Trellis. Okay. Thought Vessel, you have no maximum hand size. Do I really need that? Is that really necessary? Thought Vessel. Sorry, it's just my brain is going. I also like to help out my brother with his decks too. Like if I find a card that I'm just like, oh, this might work with his deck, I will like show it to him and let him decide. Because I know he has a funny deck that like he likes to control hand sizes and such. So having no maximum hand size, I know he has a card in there that does that, multiple of them, that makes it so that he has no maximum hand size, and I think he also has it so that his opponent has no maximum hand size. And then he punishes him for it. Literally, I'm pretty sure one of his decks is just like, okay, you have no maximum hand size. Now draw a bunch of cards, and now you take damage for the amount of time for the amount of cards in your hand. Good luck with that. Swiftfoot boots. Okay, so yeah, this isn't bad. Mild Manner Librarian. This creature becomes a werewolf. Put +2/+1/+1 counters on it and draw a card. Activate only once. Mindstone. Overgrown Battlement. Add green to your mana pool for each creature with Defender you control. I know I have another one. Owlbear Shepherd. At the beginning of your end step, if creature you control have total power 8 or greater, draw a card. That's handy. I have a power 8 or greater, yeah. Patchwork Banner. As Patchwork Banner enters, choose a creature type. Creatures you control of the chosen type get +1/+1. And tap, add 1 mana of any color. Leafkin Druid. Tap, add 1 green. If you control 4 or more creatures, add 2 green. It's dead. Holy shit, I need that in my actual deck. Look, one of my commanders in my actual green is Titania, Nature's Force. Love her to bits. She, like, Titania is my favorite, like, fictional character of all time. Like, I love her. I love her to bits. So when I saw, like, I seen her in the card shop, so when I seen that she was there, I was like, I have to buy her, and I have to build a deck around her. But Titania's Nature's Force, literally, her ability is like you may play forest from your graveyard, and whenever a forest enters a battlefield under your control, create a 5/3 green elemental creature token. And whenever an elemental you control dies, you may mill 3 cards. So, having the Leafkin Druid, like, if I have, like, the Tanya on the field, then I play Forest, make an elemental, and I keep going. I've had it where I've had, like, 4 or more elementals on the field, on top of everything else. So, having him on the field, it's like I tap him, and instead of 1 green, he'll give me 2. Which, you know, at that point, because Titania costs 6, at that point, I might not need the mana, but it's always good to have. When Masked Admirers enters the battlefield, draw a card. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you may pay 2 green, and if you do, return Masked Admirers from your graveyard to your hand. Ooh. What? Longstock Brawl. Gift a tapped fish. You may promise an opponent a gift as you cast this spell. If you do, they create a tapped 1/1 blue fish creature token before its other effects. What kind of gift are we talking about here? Like, how is this going to work in this game, for one? Choose target creature you control and target creature you don't control. Put a +1/+1 counter on the creature you control. If the gift was promised, then those creatures fight each other. I don't know how I feel about that one. I really don't know how I feel about that one. Hard Bristled Bandit. Add 1 mana of any color. Whenever you commit a crime, untap Hard Bristled Bandit. This ability triggers only once each turn. I love that I have a Gobu. That they just put the Gobu in the deck. When Generous End enters the battlefield, create a food token. If it's an artifact. Golden Hind. More mana. Lots of forests. Elfish Mystic. I'm not seeing a prized unicorn or an elfish bird here. Got worms. You gotta have worms. Look, if you have a green deck, it's like a rule that you have to have a worm in the deck. Like, just... Elven Farsight, scry 3, then you may reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, draw a card. Huh. Druid of the Cowl, add 1 mana. Hexproof. Ooh. Drove of Elves, power and toughness are equal to the number of green permanents you control. Oh, so on top of the commander, this could also be a very powerful card. Ooh, man. I want that in my actual deck. Again, with Titania making elementals, like, each time I play a forest, well, that'd still be limited, but that would be a very powerful card. When Disciple of Freylise enters the battlefield, it may sacrifice another creature, and if you do, you gain X life and draw X cards, where X is that creature's power. That's not bad. Command Beacon, sacrifices land, put your commander into your hand from the command zone. Command Tower, add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. I mean, this is fine if my commander had multiple colors, but considering the fact it's only green, it's not really worth it. Commander's Plate, equipped creature gets +3/+3 and has protection from each color that's not in your commander's color identity. Damn. Me likey. Oh, that one I want my other deck. That one I really want. The other deck. This is why I love playing games like this, because I'm seeing cards that I could potentially get in real life and be like, ooh, I want that. No, my other deck, like, the commander of my other deck, it's a green-white. The commander of my other deck is Catti Bree of Mithril Hall. Her effect is anytime she is it declare an attack? Yeah, anytime she attacks, you get a +1/+1 counter on her for each equipment attached to her. If I equip the commander's plate to her, she gets +3/+3, and then she has protection from every color that's not white or green. Yeah, and if you equip to a commander, it costs 3, and if you equip to someone else, it costs 5. But the whole point of my Catty Breed deck is she is the sole driving force of the entire deck. She goes on the field, and she is the only attacking force that's coming at you. So having that on her, oh, gonna have to keep an eye out for that. Commander Sphere, add 1 mana of any color to Commander's identity. Sure. Crash of Riding Beetles. Crash of Riding Beetles gets +10/+10 as long as you control 10 or more lands. Oh. Colossal Dreadmaw, love that. Also gotta, like, at the same time as you gotta have a worm, you have to have a behemoth too. Even though this is a Final Fantasy behemoth, but trample, when this card enters, choose 1, destroy target artifact or enchantment, or draw a card. Not bad. So what is, like, a lot of the Final Fantasy green ones I haven't really seen. Choose 1 or more. Target creature you control fights target creature and opponent controls. Remove a lore counter from target. Oh yeah, I already read this one. That's a defender. Okay. Okay. I'm not really too, like, reading into these too much, because a lot of these are going to be coming out of the deck. And I'm the kind of, like, even, no matter what, in any trading card game, whether it's Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, that other one that I can't remember, not Vanguard, never played that one. What was the other one? Duel Masters, Deck Masters, duel, whatever. I'm the kind of duelist that plans in the moment. Like, yeah, when I'm building a deck, I will look at a card and be like, I can see a means to use this card, but in the moment during a duel, I'm looking at the cards in my hand and reading the card information and planning my strategies then and there. Like, again, I have a horrible memory. And we're talking freaking 100 cards in a commander deck. You think I'm going to remember every card I got in this deck and every one of their effects? No! So my skill is planning in the moment. Instead of somebody, like, because I know there's some people that are just like, okay, I'm going to do this. And then while they're playing, they're like, I know I have this card in my deck somewhere. I'm going to plan and get this set up. I don't do that. Okay, so. Now that we got that all set up, what else is here? Equipment. Leather boots. Is that speed plus 15? Equip. Okay. I have boots. I am faster now, I guess. Yeah, cool. I'm riding a horse, but I guess the horse has boots now? Okay, that's my quest list, and that's an exit. Alright. Hello, Planeswalker Fia! Goodbye. Oops. Okay, so A brings me back to... Ooh, it's being really wonky, though. Really, really wonky, but that's fine. Hello, Planeswalker Fia. Why am I here?
This is Chandalar, a plane where mana is so prevalent It is used by all that is sentient. Even the common people use spells.
Oh, yeah, common people, you say. When did when did the voice acting happen?
Like you, some planeswalkers have been trapped here by the guardians in the castles. You must challenge them in battle to release us from this plane. Use your powers of magic to defeat them.
I can tell that the one who did this voice was actually having fun. I would. Yes, like you, some planeswalkers have imprisoned here.
Find the planeswalkers trapped here and guide them to me. They will help you on your journey.
Cool.
Here, take this rune.
What?
You can use it anytime to return here. Please, be careful, planeswalker.
You suddenly got quiet. What? I have something else for you. I wonder if they were trying to like channel their like Deckard Cain or something. He's an adept black wizard. Ugh. I have something else for you, Fia. Take these coins, but do not spend them with merchants. What are they? What are they for? Cards. Cool. These are challenge coins. Spellcasters of Shadowlar were often gathered to hold tests of skill. These coins will grant you entry to contests, and the prizes available can help you on your journey. Where are these contests? Show the coin to the innkeepers. If there is a group in the town, the innkeeper will direct you to them. Thank you. I will reopen the portal you arrived through now, but it cannot send you back from wherever you have come. On the other side, you will find the Barons of Chandelar, which I, and now you, call home. Portal's open, I can leave now. You find yourself stranded on an unknown plane. It's time to get your bearings. All major locations in Chandelar can be divided up into one of two categories, towns and dungeons. A navigation arrow should now appear around your character. Follow it to a nearby town. Try to avoid any enemies that pop up along the way. Hint, follow a road. All roads lead to a town. You also move faster on the roads and fewer enemies will appear. You lied to me! Goblin Ranger? Alright, let's go. I'll play. Actually, this is the moment when like the playing with the mouse is better than playing with the controller. What is with these? Why do I got one energy thing? Okay, I got like 3 forests. I won't be able to summon my commander until I get 4 of them out. Each other creature you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. Cool. Got the commander's plate. So I can get that started right away. Ooh, it's gonna be. I could keep this. I got. If I draw, because I got some things I could play. Just talent enters. Target creature you control deals damage equal to the power to target you control. You don't control. Oh, well, no. Nope, that one I can't do until I actually have someone. I actually have no creatures to play. So my hope is to draw into one. Search your library for up to 2 basic forest cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle. Put up to 1 target land card from your graveyard on the top of your library. Exile this saga, then return to the battlefield transformed under your control. So, transformed, it almost looks like this could be a... Lord Kyrus has been a moderator for 5 years. Wow. Look at that. Doesn't feel like it was that long. Feels longer, actually. All right, you know what? I'm going to keep this hand, and I'm going to pray that I get a creature. we're gonna play the forest, and that's it. No, you know what? I can set down the commander's plate. Yeah. I can't equip it to anybody, but I could set down the commander's plate until my commander gets in. Raging Goblin? Oh, he has haste. Oh, fuck. Ow. You bastard. Oh, whoops. I didn't realize it was my turn. I just skipped my main phase 1. That's fine. It's not like I could have done anything anyway. Oh wait, I could. I have a creature now. All right, we're gonna play you. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. If you control a creature with full power 4 or greater, add 2 mana of any color instead. Cool. And then I can, next turn, I can put out the Hunter's Talent, and then we can get started. Combat step, what are you doing? Nothing? Nothing? Swap Goblin? Just a 2/2. Okay. My turn. Ends Fury. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. If its power is 4 or greater, then that creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn, and fights target creature you don't control. Well, that could be useful, but first we're going to put a forest down. Gotta get ready for work. Alright, work away. I'm already losing. I could bring my commander out. She's going to be a 1/3. Because with at least with this on the field, I could tap it. I could tap it, and I have the 4 mana to bring my commander out. Well, she would be a good blocker. They wouldn't be able to, like, she'd be able to block even the Swap Goblin. When Hunter's Hail enters, target creature you control deals damage equal to power to target creature you don't control. So my Keratin could kill the Raging Goblin and stop that immediately. But I think I'm going to go and bring my commander out. Green. Oh, she counts. Cool. She's a 3/3 now. Ha ha! I forgot. Yeah, her would count. Her own mana counts towards the devotion. 2, 3. Yeah. Cool. Your turn. Try to get through me, bitch. Yeah, I didn't think so. Frenzied Goblin. Whenever Frenzied Goblin attacks, you may pay 1 red. If you do, target creature can't block this turn. Oh, bring out 2 of them. Alright. Play a forest. I could put my commander's plate. Put the commander's plate on my commander. Cost 3. 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I could. Okay. So we're going to equip commander. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, now my commander got +3/+3, and now has protection from each color that's not in her color identity. So red can't do shit. She also has 6/6. So she is beefy. And then I want to do Hunter's Talent. We're going to do that and that for green. When Hunter's Talent enters, target creature you control deals damage equal to power to target creature you don't control. Select target creature you control. Yeah, my Renata. And we're going to kill. I could kill the Frenzied Goblin because when they attack, they can pay the red and they can't make it so that they can't block. That's scary. Especially if it's a 2/2. Or I just stop the 2/2 right now and I could attack with Renata, but I'll be taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of damage. Well, someone's dying here, so. You may pay if you do. Target creature can't block this turn. Yeah. Okay. I have to get rid of those frenzied goblins. Oh, yeah, okay. I was reading it wrong. It's not that they can't be blocked. It's that my creature won't be able to block. That's a huge difference. Because I could kill the Swab Goblin. Because then all he has is these 1/1s. Nah, kill the Swab Goblin. We're gonna kill the Swab Goblin. Yeah. Kill it. Yeah, he did. Because I've got, like, even if Renata can't block, I'll have other cards that are just like, oh yeah, your creature, um, yeah, fights target creature you don't control. So I could try to hit him for 7. I'm gonna be taking 1, 2, 3 damage. You know what? I'm gonna go for it. That's a lot of damage coming your way, buddy. He took it. Yeah, but on his next turn, if he doesn't block it, I win. Oh, he didn't. He just placed a mountain. He didn't. He didn't attack me. Oh, I see. I see his problem. Yeah, because he wants blockers. That's what he wants. All right, I'll play a forest. I have my campfire. I could put Ed's Fury. on my commander. If its power is 4 or greater, then that creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn and fights target creature you don't control. So I can kill another one of his creatures and then attack with Renata and kill another one of his creatures because he'll have to block. Or I power up Hunter's Talent. Whenever you attack attacking creature, whenever you attack, target attacking creature gets +1/+0 and gains trample until end of turn. Why not both? Why not just do both? Why am I even thinking this? So, Ents Fury on to Renata. And we're going to attack one of these Frenzied Goblins. So, boop and boop. Done. Yeah, 9/8 coming right at you, and I'm about to give it trample. This is game. Hunter's Talent. Boop and boop. Okay, level 2. And then we're gonna go. I could do the campfire, but this is game. I have game right here, so we're just gonna attack you. She should gain trample. She'll gain +1 in attack, so her attack will be 10, and she'll gain trample until the end of this turn. That's game. Bump. Oh, he didn't even bother blocking. He just took it all. Back to adventure. Woohoo! I get rewards. Now I get his Raging Goblin. Mon's Goblin Raiders? Ah, it's just a 1/1. Just a 1/1. Just a 1/1 Goblin. Goblin Goliath. When Goblin Goliath enters the battlefield, create a number of 1/1 red goblin creature tokens equal to the number of opponents you have. If a source you control would deal damage to an opponent this turn... Can I... Oh, there we go. If a source you control would deal damage to an opponent this turn, it deals double that damage to that player instead. If I pay 1 red and 3 and tap it. That's kind of funny, actually. And 16 gold. Yay. Woohoo! Alright. Most towns in a given region of Chandelar will look very similar to one another and offer the same basic services. The end contains some special events. You can also sell extra cards there or buy temporary extra health. The question mark sign denotes the town square or a job board where you can obtain side quests. All of the other buildings with signs out front are shops. Most of them sell cards. To leave town, walk back towards the edge of the screen just below your current location. Entering a friendly town will also restore any missing hit points for free. Explore the town if you want and leave when you are ready to continue. Yahoo! I have 3 of those. Buy 5 for 100 gold. Sell 5 for 80. Okay, so I can, like... So the question mark is quests. One size fits all. I only have enough to buy like 2 of these cards. Everything else is too expensive. Ankh does 2 damage to anyone who puts a new land into play. Oh. That counters my Titania deck hard. Well, not hard. Like, 2 damage is 2 damage, but... Add green to your mana pool. As Murmuring Boss comes into play, you may reveal a Tree Folk card from your hand. If you don't, Murmuring Boss comes into play tapped. Add white or black to your mana pool. Murmuring Boss deals 1 damage to you. Eh. Not too keen on that. I mean, like, if I tap it to add a white, like, if I had my white-green deck, Willow Rush Verge, add blue, add green, activate only if you control a forest or an island. As if I had like a blue-green deck. Bitterthorn, Nisa's Animus. Living weapon, equipped creature gets +1/+1. Whenever equipped creature attacks, you may search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield tap, then shuffle. Damn. my brain is working again. Like, that works for both my main decks in real life. Because I could equip this to Caddy Bree, and whenever she attacks, not only will she get buff, but I'm able to like get a basic land onto the battlefield, and it would quickly get rid of all my mana out of the deck. So the only thing I'd be drawing is things I can use. But at the same time, with my Titania deck, literally anyone attacks, a basic land comes onto the field, Titania's effect activates, puts an elemental on the field. I like it. I can't afford it, but I like it. Hedron Scrabbler, landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, Hedron Scrabbler gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Not bad. See, this would combine with this, like, perfectly. Like, the 2 effects would be great, because, like, I put it on another creature, they get +1/+1, and whenever they attack, basic land goes on the field, which buffs this guy up. Thakalos Lowlands, add 1 colorless mana to your mana pool. Add white or blue to your mana pool. Thakalos Lowland does not untap during your next untap phase. Huh. Shine Shadow Snarl. As Shine Shadow Snarl enters the battlefield, you may reveal a plains or swamp card from your hand. If you don't, Shine Shadow Snarl enters the battlefield tapped. It's not bad. Forces you to play it first, then Temple of Epiphany. Temple of Epiphany enters the battlefield tap. When Temple of Epiphany enters the battlefield, scry 1. Add blue or red. I don't know why I said white. Not bad, but there's nothing really here for me, so. The fuck? Oh, it's Deadpool. Of course. I just see the pony at first. The unicorn. Then everything makes sense in this picture. If you control a commander, you may cast the spell without paying its mana cost. Exile target creature. Oh. Oh. I normally charge for my merc services, but I just can't say no to someone who controls their commander. That's Deadpool. He knows he's on a card. Brotherhood Ambushers. Free running. You may cast the spell for its free running cost if you dealt combat damage to a player this turn with an assassin or commander. Okay. a 6/3 that you can cast for 4 if you did damage. Damage to a player. You can work a way around that. I don't even know why I'm looking at these ones, because I don't want to build a black deck. Well, maybe at some point, but... Dream Spoiler Witches. Flying, whenever you play a spell during your opponent's turn, you may have target creature get -1/-1 until end of turn. Yeah. Not too keen on the black cards. Pocket. Add colorless for each artifact you control named Power Stone Shard. Ooh. Manalith, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. A monster manual. You may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. Ooh. Mill 5 cards, then return a creature card milled this way to your hand. That's handy. Exile up to 2 target cards from a single graveyard. Unlicensed Hurt's power and toughness are equal to the number of cards exiled with it. Coalition Relic. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Put charge counter. Yeah, no. Nothing there that's that interesting. Primal Empath. Empathy. Curse of Bounty. Enchant player. Whenever enchanted player is attacked, untap all non-land permanents you control. Each opponent attacking that player untaps all non-land permanents he or she controls. Wow. That's handy. Yeah, Rune of Speed, of course, it gave haste. Contaminated Bond. Whenever enchanted creature attacks or blocks, its controller loses 3 life. During your upkeep, Limb Duel's Hex deals 1 damage to each player. Each player may pay 1 black or 3 to prevent the damage to himself or herself. To each player. So that also includes, like, the user, but the user being able to play her will be able to pay the black normally in order to prevent that damage. Everyone else would have to pay 3. That's not bad. But nothing there for me. This is going to be red. No, well, there is some red, but mostly lands. Exotic lands. Tranquil Garden. Add 1 to my mana pool. Add green or white to my mana pool. Tranquil Garden doesn't untap during your next... Not too keen on that one. Even though having that would be good for green and white. Especially since I want to build that at some point. Hookblade. Assassin's Creed. When Hookblade enters the battlefield, attach a target creature control. Equipped creature gets +1/+0. As long as it's your turn, equipped creature has flying. Oh! Again, I want it. I want it. I want it for in real life. Giving it to Caddy Bree, just giving her flying so that she constantly like deals damage to my opponent. And remember, it's commander damage, so they take like 20 some commander damage. No, sorry, 21 commander damage, and you automatically win the game. So having this with Caddy Bree, she would just get stronger, and they'd have to stop her with flying, which at that point they can't. My Caddy Bree deck is great. I love it. I have means to like protect her and means to like make her really strong. Is this what the? Can I flip that, please? Okay. Cool. Homura Human Ascendant. 4 with 2 red. Homura Human Ascendant can't block. When Homura is put into the graveyard from play, return it to play flipped. This is why it can't block. So you want it to keep continuing attack. Oh, actually, that's pretty deadly. Because like they would put it onto the field and just keep attacking with it, and your opponent's going to be like, I want to kill it, but I can't. Homura's Essence. Creatures you control get +2/+2 and have flying, and pay red. This creature gets +1 until end of turn. Yeah, that is a deadly card. Ooh, vampires. Red vampires. With flying and haste. That's scary. Persuasive Interrogators. When Persuasive Interrogators in the battlefield, investigate. When you sacrifice a clue, target opponent gets 2 poison counters. Ooh. Dig up, wallop, mending touch. Dig up, cleave. You may cast a spell for its cleave cost. If you do, remove the words in square brackets. Oh, cool. So initially, if you just pay the 1 green, you search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, and then put it into your hand and shuffle. Not bad. But if you pay the 2 black, 1 green, and 1 colorless, or one of any other color, you can search your library for a card, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Remove the words in square brackets. So you just search for a card. Doesn't matter what it is. That's kind of neat. But you have to have like a green black. I do like that card though. Wallop. Destroy target blue or black creature with flying. That's funny. No, one of the reasons why I do want to like build my real life decks in a game like this is just to see Modern Vaults boosters. Well, I don't have 1,000, so yeah, it's just to see how well my deck does. Because the only person I've actually faced off against with my 2 commander decks is my brother. And honestly, like, it's one of those situations where we go back and forth. Like, sometimes his decks win, sometimes mine wins. But even though when his win, I put up a huge fight. Okay, that's equipment. Temporary hit points. Could buy some temporary hit points. A portly man in the corner of the tavern catches your eye. I hear you looking for work. What do you need? I'm new to town and looking to open a new spell shop, but I need supplies that I had to leave behind. Can you go get them for me? From and the pay? How about a sample of the merchandise? Yeah, you got a deal. All right, cool. I'll do that. Your navigation arrow should now direct you to the nearest dungeon. Many quests will send you to dungeons, but you're also free to enter them without a quest. Follow the arrow to travel to a dungeon. As a reminder, you can track this quest from your quest log to get directions to your destination. Travel to Windless Vale to pick up the vendor's merchandise. Track quest. Oh. I was like, did the game just crash? But it put me in the... Alright, I guess I'll go into town. I'll go into this town. I won't accept the quest, but I'll go into this town. What cards you got? Nothing that I'm too keen on. Right? I mean, yeah, sure, a lot of these would be good cards, but nothing that I'm currently looking for at the moment. Not that I can afford most of these. Rise from the wreck. Return up to one target creature card. Return up to one target creature card, up to one target map card, up to one target vehicle card, and up to one target creature card with no abilities from your graveyard to your hand. Wow. Mech hanger. That's a green black. Yeah, no. Oh, Cryo. She's a white blue? I never actually seen her. I didn't actually seen her card. Lifelink, Trace Ether. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may return target creature card with mana value equal to that spell's mana value from your graveyard to your hand. Do this only once each turn. Oh, you can do some crazy stuff with that. Again, a lot of the like a lot of the Spider-Man cards and a lot of the Final Fantasy cards I never really like got a chance to look at. I got to look at a few of them, but not much. Oh, there's Soka. Vigilance. Also, never paid attention to any of the Avatar, The Last Airbender cards. I never really have a chance to go to many card shops because in my town there's maybe one, maybe none. The main card shop like that we had like went into business and went out, but so I have to like leave town to go get card shops. So a lot of the times the only cards I'm getting are from like deal packs. Like I literally just open up a random booster and Grab from there. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has protection from blue and from black. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, surveil 2, then you may, yeah, then you may cast an instant or sorcery spell with mana. Blah 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 blah. You can do some crazy shit with that, but that's not the sword I'm looking for. Especially if I want to build my Catry deck in this game. The sword that I'm looking for. Where is it? I do need those swift foot boots. I've seen them in another place, but I should have bought them when I seen them. Where is the sword that I'm looking for? There's a particular sword. Oh, I do need that +2/+2 mace. That's also. No, that's not. That is a sword, but it's not the one I'm looking for. That is a sword, but not the one I'm looking for. Oh, it might be this one. Is it? Unless there's another sword, and I just had two of the same that had the same effect. Yeah, I just this is the sword. Okay. So the one that I'm looking for is the Sword of Hours. Whenever equipped creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. This combos with Canibri's own effect, where if she attacks, she gets +1/+1. So every time she attacks, she gets +2/+2, which snowballs real quickly. But on top of that, whenever equipped creature deals combat damage, roll a d12. If the result is greater than the damage dealt or the result is 12, double the number of +1/+1 counters on that creature. So she literally just snowballs. But I do need that +2 mace. So I'm going to buy that. Thank you. I'm not going to put it in my deck right now, even though I could, but. Good. Did I already have a +2 mace? My brain told me I already did. Oh no, I already have the Swift Foot boots. All right, so I don't need I don't need to buy those. I already have them. Where, where's my card? I I bought. Oh, if I edit this inventory. Oops. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. There's not gonna show because I have... Oh no. Oh yeah, I've already looked at this. Alright, cool. I gotta go and do that quest. On the way. Actually, it is better to go if I start heading towards the green on the map. Because this is where the potential green cards would be. Also, it's where I'd fight green opponents. This must be it. Upon arriving at the pickup point, you find a rather modest-looking spell book among the supplies. Presumably, this is the merchandise your employer is planning to sell. Pick up the goods and begin your journey back. Just as you begin to pick everything up, a spellbook slides out of a rip you hadn't noticed in the sack of the goods. It opens as it lands on the ground. Investigate the spellbook. As would suit a brand new shop, the contents are mostly common spells. Move the item to another bag and carry on. I am not gonna just... You think I would just take? I'm okay with, like, oh, if I'm going to go transport something and a book falls open, I'm okay with, like, looking at it, like... The employer is probably going to just be like, oh yeah, well, I kind of expected you. Hey, how come you can go through shit and I can't? But no, the employer would expect me to, like, okay, yeah, you can look at the goods because you're carrying them. You need to know what you're bringing forward. While you were gone, the new merchant had set up a tent filled with mismatch and bare shelves. It will be a little less bare now, but you doubt their business will succeed. Complete quest. Woohoo! Tendrils of Despair. Sacrifice a creature. Target opponent chooses and discards 2 cards. That's kind of funny. 8 shards. Root Grapple. Destroy target non-creature permanent. If you control a tree folk, draw a card. That's not bad. Unwavering Initiate, Vigilance, Pouncing Jaguar, Summon Cat, it's a cat. Echo, during your next upkeep, after this permanent comes under your control, pay its casting costs or sacrifice it. A 2/2 for 1, but... I like that I can sell these immediately if I wanted to. But I'm going to take them all. I'll take them all. Alright. We're going to head back to the green area. Because this is where the green cards are. It's also, I assume, where the green wizard is. But I am nowhere near ready for that. Woo! This is a dungeon, right? Oh no, this is a town. What? Nothing here that I'm, too interested in. Another monk that you flip right over. All right. Oh. What's this one all about? Badoka Gardener. You may put a land card from your hand into play. If you control 10 or more lands, flip Badoka Gardener. Whoop. Put an XX green elemental creature token into play where X is the number of lands you control. Okay. Oh, it's a legendary creature. Could you actually do this as your commander? I don't think so. Because it starts off as a human monk and then turns into a legendary creature. I don't, like, literally only this year or last year I learned about the commander format. Because I, um, to me, the commander format was the more compatible version of Magic the Gathering. Like you have to fine tune your decks to be like pixel perfect in a sense. Razor Claw Bear attacks and is blocked. It gets +2/+2 until end of turn. That's funny. Oh, this card is really old. Jesus. Showing the attack and the sword and the shield at the bottom. Ooh, it is old. Two poison counters. Marsh Vipers. Horn Troll. Regenerate Horn Troll. Now you complained about Teamfight Manager Jimbo not allowing manual item land location. They added that into the full game and made the preseason setup less. I need to do everything and added some automatic setup. Huh. Crystal Vein, Rune Stock, that's a land. Brain Stealer Dragon. At the beginning of your end step, exile the top card of each opponent's library. You may play those cards for as long as they remain exiled. If you cast a spell this way, you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast it. Whenever a non-land permanent an opponent controls enters the battlefield under your control, they lose life equal to its mana value. Funny. Oh, Mire Triton! When Mire Triton enters the battlefield, put the top two cards from the library into your graveyard, and you gain 2 life. I have that. I might have removed it from my black deck, my black-white deck, because the losing the top 2 cards of your library and putting into your graveyard was kind of a huge detrimental effect. But yeah, no, nothing really in there. Nothing in there that I want. Oh, Ferocious Pup! When Ferocious Pup enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 green wolf creature token. Oh, he's adorable! Spirit of the Hunt. So these are going to be all wolves. All wolves. Should play black green, make massive monsters that also have small monsters no one wants to defend. Now I already have a like I already have the idea in my head of what kind of deck I want to build. Like what deck I want to build. Aw, nuts! These are all squirrels. Oh my god, you can make a squirrel deck. When Underworld Hermit enters the battlefield, create a number of 1/1 green squirrel creature tokens equal to your devotion to black. Squirrel mob gets +1/+1 for each other squirrel in play. I have a squirrel deck that kills them and turns them into a 4/4 skeletons. that's funny. Oh, wow. Elf on a shelf. These are all elves. None of the elves I need, though. Damn. Discount druids. Oh, Tahira. Tokens you control have tap, add green. Choose a background. I think I need the Llanowar Visionary. Pretty sure one of my decks has the Llanowar Visionary. I can't afford the Llanowar Visionary. It's too expensive. I need to go kill some people. Like, people need to die. Snow-covered forest. Cool, I guess. I didn't even realize that was a town. Hey, you're gonna die. You a fairy? You're a fairy. So you're probably gonna have fairies. I'm gonna play. Uh-oh. I have 2 forests. I gotta bite down. Patchwork Banner could help if I get another forest. Oh, I do have the command beacon. Yeah, I do have the command beacon, so I could. That gives me 3 mana. I got some work from this. I'm gonna keep it. There's nothing I can really play right at the moment. Because a lot of this is stuff yeah. So, command beacon. End my turn. You have an island? Ooh, what kind of spells are you gonna be slinging, girl? Hey, got a worm. Have a commander that is if your creatures attack this turn, destroy 1 and add a 4/4 skeleton tapped and attacking, and a commander enchantment that has if one of your creatures died this turn, make 2 1/1 squirrels. Army of squirrels. I should really look through my decks again to make sure that I'm not forgetting like what I need. I'm pretty sure I need that elf. Those Llanowar elves. Pretty sure they're in my main green deck. It's gonna be hard to find some of these cards. Hard, almost impossible. If it wasn't for this one, was it my other one? Blood of Undead Squirrels. Ooh, did I not put... Did I potentially take him out of the deck? You would think I would have put him in. Oh, no, I do. Okay, yeah. So, Llanowar Visionary, I do need him. Okay, so I did have him in my Titania deck. Okay, so I will need him. So this fairy has to die so I can get her money. Forest. And that is it. That is it. That's all I can do. Picklock Prankster? Flying Vigilance? Uh-oh. Free the Fae. Mill 4 cards, then put an instant sorcery or fairy card from among the milled cards into your hand. Well, that has to die. Oh, good. I got a defender. Not that it'll help against a flying fairy with vigilance, but at least it's something. Play the forest because I need one more mana to get my commander out. Oh, city's on fire again. Woohoo! I could try to get the patchwork banner. I just don't know which creature to choose at that point. Like, if I was a madman, I'd choose fairy and power her up. Nah, I gotta get a wall going because this will just give me more mana. Yeah, we're gonna get a wall going. And that won't help me right now. So, I end my turn. On the next turn, I can bring my commander out. Oh, nah. You're going to hit me for one. Ow. The pain. Man, if only this had reach. Prismatic lens. Yeah. I might have to put the patchwork banner down. Or I get my commander out. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's time to get my commander out. Commander's coming out. She's a 3/3. So on my next turn, I can use Bite Down and kill this stupid fairy. I end my turn. What the fuck? This land enters the tap unless your opponent controls 8 or more lands. Forest Island. Okay. And you're going to attack me for 1. Oh. Yeah, I didn't have a forest. There's a forest. Woohoo! All right. So we're gonna go. Uh, we're gonna go Bite Down. Select creature you control, Renata, on the Prankster. Boop and boop. So no more fairy flying. Thought the Clash of Icon was a nah, it wasn't. But I'm holding on to that. Yeah, no more fairy flying. And then I'm going to. If I did Hunter's, I could start putting Hunter's Talent down now, but there's no enemy for me to target it, so I might just do the Patchwork banner. Oh, screw it, I could do the lens. No, let's get the banner going. Boop, boop, and boop. Whoops. I clicked away. Patchwork banner. Demigod. Because my commander's a demigod. So she now gets +1/+1. And now I can tap it and add 1 mana of any color, which is cool. All right. You're going to take 4 damage because you're wide open and you only have 8 health. So, suck it. Turbulent Fen. Okay. Fairy Noble. Flying. All fairies you control get +0/+1. Tap. All fairies you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. Neat. If I didn't already have a deck in mind, like I probably would want to go like this whole fairy build that she's got going on here. Cat begging for attention. Oh no, you can't. You can't ignore that. You have to listen to Cat. All right, but if that's all you're gonna do, I could potentially win this turn. There's no potentially. I can win this turn. There's no potential. I draw, but it doesn't matter. I will pay the 2 mana in order to play Hunter's Talent. Its ability allows me to, yeah, that. Its ability allows me to target creature I control, deal damage in power to equal to target creature you control. So Renata is going to kill your fairy. And then I attack you directly and win. Just one card? That's all you gave me? And it's a picklock prankster? I could sell that shit. But I'll hang on to it. You never know. She didn't give me any money though. I needed the money for the elf. He was in here, the other one. Yeah, I need 300. Well, I could sell some cards. Uh, Teleports you to the center. Cool. Back. Resume. Oh yeah, I think I see why it's not showing me the other cards that I got because I only have the one commander. So the game is just like, no, you can only choose green because I only have the green commander. So it's not going to show me the other cards. Kind of wish it did though. is weird. Because it's going to tell me to, like, choose a commander. And then it'll show me the other cards, but that's kind of BS. I'm going to take a peek in here. Targeting rocket, jamming device. Yeah, none of those are... I have shielding plaques, but not in my deck. None of these are useful. Overwhelming Stampede. Until end of turn, creatures you control gain trample and get +X/+X, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Cool. Panic, Spellbomb, Gold Pan, Ceremonial Knife. I wonder if my brother has Ceremonial Knife. I think he does. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 and has, whenever this creature deals combat damage, create a blood token. Ornithopter. Ornithopter of Paradise, that's hilarious. Reach. This is always going to be equipment. I shouldn't be doing quests. There's the Turbulent Wilderness. Torch Gauntlet. Oh, none of these are what I want. This is the problem when you're coming in here with an idea of building a particular deck. As you introduce yourself to the inside of the local inn for the night, another patron approaches you. Can I help you? He nods. I hope so. You have the air of a powerful sorceress, thank you, and I'm hoping that means you can. You wait for him to continue. I've come into an inheritance of a small estate that I've been expecting for years. Recently, I've had some hard times, and I've convinced some individuals to let me borrow against the land. I see. You think you know where this is headed. The man looks sheepish. Unfortunately, I found that the land isn't exactly usable at the moment because it contains a flooded cave, which is occupied. Would you be willing to clear it for me in exchange for other parts of the inheritance? So long as I get to keep whatever I find along the way, too. Woohoo! Clear the flooded cave? Hell yeah. I'm on my way to the flooded cave. Fuck you, wizard. Fuck you, wizard. If you were a fairy, I'd destroy you. I'm gonna catch up to you at some point. You can't get away from... Oh, God, this tree stopped me. Oh, no. Are you... What are you riding on, dude? Is that the cave? That looks like the cave. That is definitely the cave. In we go. The flooded cave. Is that gold? Oh, fuck yeah. You just find gold lying around? Ho, 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 ho. Are you gonna let me just take this? Yes, he is. Well, he's not, but he... Kazarov, Senior Pureblood. Flying, whenever a creature an opponent controls is dealt damage, put a +1/+1 counter on Kazarov. Pay 3 and 1 red. Kazaroff deals 2 damage to target creature. Not bad. Yeah, you can literally work this to make him super powerful. Oh, Ashtola! Hi, Ashtola. Vigilance. She's white, blue, and like white and black. I understand, but blue? Why is she blue? Because Ashtola went from like white mage conjurer to, well, she calls herself a sorceress. Vigilance at the beginning of each end step. If a player lost 4 or more life this turn, you draw a card. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell with mana value 3 or greater, Ashtola deals 2 damage to each opponent and you gain 2 life. A lot of legendary creatures in this. Enter the battlefield. Each player exiles the top X cards from his or her library, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast Jaliva. 4? So 4 at most? Whenever Jaliva attacks, you may cast an instant or sorcery card exiled with it without paying its mana cost. Ooh. Ooh. That is deadly. But, fuck that. She's being sold. I don't want to sell it Stola because it's a Stola, but that I'm never ever going to use that ever. So I'd rather take the 250. Poison Belly Ogre. Whenever another creature comes into play, its controller loses 1 life. Inquisitive Puppet. When Inquisitive Puppet enters the battlefield, scry 1. Exile Inquisitive Puppet. Create a 1/1 white human creature token. Dauntless Scrapbot. When this creature enters, exile each opponent's graveyard. Create a lander token. Altar of Dementia. Sacrifice a creature. Target player puts a number of cards equal to that creature's power from the top of his or her library into her graveyard. Ooh. You know, for Commander, that's iffy because you're dealing with 99 other cards, like a deck of 99. Well, not really. Dealing with a deck with like 92 because you start the duel and you draw. So 90 cards, literally. So you could put someone on a timer. But this actually would punish those like my deck, like my Catcher B deck, who snowballs and has a creature that's like super powerful. Because then, what am I gonna do? Like, if I have her at like a 20/20, and then you're just like, all right, cool. Oh wait, no, hold on. I misread it. Sacrifice a creature. Target player puts a number of cards equal to that creature's power from the top of his or her library into her graveyard. His or her graveyard. Okay, that's different. Because then you could have a creature like Kazaroff over here, as an example. Not that you would ever do it, but as an example, and keep like buffing him up until he's like a 20/20, and then you play this, sacrifice him, and then an opponent has to mill like 20 cards from their deck, and then you just keep doing it. You could build a deck around it. Have a bunch of cards that just like, oh, it gets +1/+1, +2/+2, and it just keeps increasing and getting stronger until finally you're like, I sacrifice this, you lose 20 cards. I sacrifice this, you lose another 20 cards. I sacrifice this, you lose another 20 cards. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. There's 9 enemies here. Okay. I want to get the the car. I have all the items first. Toggle, a fine hound. Oh, this is like Final Fantasy 16, which I've never seen or played. If you can believe it. Huge Final Fantasy fan, but never seen or played Final Fantasy 16. Never seen anything about it. Whenever you cast your first human creature spell each turn, that creature enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it for each dog and or wolf you control. Add 1 mana of any color. That's not bad. I don't mind that. You can build a bunch of dogs, get someone really powerful. I have Ramos. Add 1 blue mana to your mana pool. Sacrifice I have Ramos. Add 1 blue mana to your mana pool. Yeah. Tainted Pact. Gold Pan. Vampire Interloper. Royal Mage Trick. Yeah, I guess I will hold on to these. So I'm supposed to clear this whole dungeon out? Is that... Because I'm just stealing their shit right now. Ooh, I see a book over there. No, no, no. Alright, well, I get some fighting crap. These are not my lands. What the fuck? Did he just... Did he just give me... Did this guy give me a random deck? Oh, no. Um, I don't like that this is Mulligan. Oh, fuck. What? What's going on? Mulligan? Okay. I don't know what's going on with this one, but I am drawing absolutely nothing but wastes. Did something glitch? Four, five. Yeah, but I need... This isn't gonna work. I need 1 of each. Yeah, that just adds that. Cancel. That's not gonna... Are you seriously getting nothing? I'm getting nothing. What the fuck is going on? Oh, he finally got a... Uh-oh. Ow. No, he's getting things. Enters with a tide counter on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a tide counter on Homerid. Whenever there are 4 more tide counters on Homerid, remove all tide counters from it. As long as there was exactly 1 tide counter on Homerid, it gets -1/-1. As long as there are exactly 3 tie counters on it, it gets +1/+1. I'm getting nothing. Ow. Well, like, what the fuck? I couldn't play these. Ow. Gonna get healed. Apprentice Blue Wizard. Did it? Did something glitch or something? There's nothing I can do with these. Like, oh, now I have radiation. Thanks, game. Okay, hold on. Oh, was it selecting the... Okay. It's possible that it was because... I gotta go back and get healed. Yeah, it's possible that it was, like, because I had an empty deck selected. Come here, wolf. Or dog, sorry. There we go. Now I've got my... I have my... Okay, I got a force and a command tower. I've got some plays. Yeah, I've got plays. Keep it. Oh, fuck yeah. Forest. And then Elfish Mystic. Yeah. There we go. And my turn. Animal Sanctuary. Add 1 colorless mana. To pay 2, tap, put a +1/+1 counter on target bird, cat, dog, goat, ox, or snake. Ugh. Well, you can't do anything, so it's my turn. It's a beanstalk giant, but let's get my command tower going. I got 2 mana right now. Well, I could play that, so get my command tower. So that's 3 mana. I could do the commander sphere. Or I get my druid of the cowl. So I got 2 creatures going. Because I could do Fenrir and start getting that going as well. Sacrifice after 3. Draw a card if you control the creature with the greatest power or tied for the greatest power. Okay, that's possible. When you next cast a creature spell this turn, that creature enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. So I could get Summon Fenrir going so that the next on the next turn I get Renata. 2, 3. I'm just gonna get you going. We're just gonna put you down. This means I can't attack, but Large Warhound. 3/1 with Vigilance? Oh. When a Loyal Warhound enters the battlefield, if an opponent controls more lands than you, search your library for... Ooh, boy. Well, I want you dead. I can block him now, but... Okay, we're gonna Clash of the Icons. Target creature you control fights target opponent. Oh, cancel. They fight. Target creature you control fights target creature an opponent controls. Okay, yeah, they fight. Which means that if I make him fight anyone, like, they're just gonna die. I could get Renata down. That gives me 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be a 4/3. But still fights, so he would end up murdering her. Unless I start buffing her. Or I get the Vine Trellis down so that he can't hurt me, and that gives me 1 more mana. I kind of like that better right now. So I have 2 mana right now? Yeah. You know what? I'm just going to pass. Oh, gonna buff him up. You're gonna attack with a 4/2. I'll take it. Play my forest. He's a 4/2 now. So if I get Fenrir down. Boop, boop, and boop. You're at lore 1. Basic forest. Thank you. Put in the battlefield tap. And then after my next draw step, I add a lore counter, so it'd be lore 2. And then I bring my commander out. And then I can do Clash of the Icons. Oh no, because then... Ugh! I gotta kill him. I have 3 mana. Oh, if I have 3 mana. I'm gonna get the command sphere going. Yeah. Then I'll end my turn. If he attacks, second Loyal Warhound. Okay. goes lore 2. Yep. He goes lore 2. I'm going to play a forest. With an additional +1/+1 counter on it. I could play the Berserker Giant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 mana. Yeah, I got more than enough. His power and toughness is equal to the number of lands you control. 1, 2, 3, 4 lands. So I control 5. He'd be a 5/5. Oh, yeah, it says right there. He'd be a 5/5. So if I do this correctly, I could then have him come to the field and crash into one of these loyal warhounds. Yeah. No, Beanstalk Giant's coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, sorry. We'll get you. I miscounted, but that's fine. So he's now a 6/6. And then I'm gonna pay this. We're gonna target creature. Yeah. And we're gonna remove a lore counter. Target creature you control fights target creature they control. Gosh, well, you could remove a lore counter on this. And I pay 1 mana. Okay. So, this lore counter should go back to 1. It won't activate it, but on my next turn, I could summon Renata with a +1/+1 counter. So that's set up again. Beanstalk Giant will then attack Loyal Warhound, and they'll fight. Loyal Warhound will die. Beanstalk Giant will not. And then next turn, I could bring in Renata, and okay. Cool. Now, I could attack with Fenrir, because if he blocks, they'll both die. What are the chances he'll take the damage? Nah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna let him. I'm gonna let him do. Throbbing Purebloods, 3/5. Okay. Vigilant and Reach. Yep. Heaven's Word Howl. The next cast is a creature spell. Yep. So we're gonna bring in. Yeah. 1, 2. 1, 2. So she's an 8/4. She beefy. I can't get my sharpshooters out yet, but that's fine. We're gonna go into a battle, and I'm gonna have my Beanstalk Giant. Like, I'm curious as to what you do. That's 6 damage coming your way, and you take the full 6. Okay. pack leader? Other dogs you control get +1/+1. Whenever pack leader attacks, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn to dogs you control. Oh. Oh. Trusty Retriever. Oh, Trusty Retriever. When Trusty Retriever enters the battlefield, choose one, put a +1/+1 counter on Trusty Retriever. Return target artifact or enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, just put the... Yeah. That's fine. Because he can't stop my Beanstalk Giant. Like... Alright, we're gonna get the... I get to draw a card, and then, yeah, that goes to the graveyard. Cool. Cancel. I meant to look at it, not... I wanted to look at it, not... Oh, no. Cancel. Aha. I want to look at it. Branch of Besiege, reach. Branch of Besiege gets +1/+1 for each land you control. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'll be the same thing. Beanstalker Giant, 6/6. Oh, greetings, Raiders. What's up? Oh, Clav. Hey, how you doing? Nah, that's all right. You know, I haven't streamed much lately. Hey, what's up? I'm doing fine. Working, which is what's been stopping me from streaming as much as I have. Uh, what do I want to do here? Work. Yeah, I know. I could do my land on War Elves to give me more mana. Learning to be an electrician? Oh, wow. That's big monies. All right, you know what? I'm gonna get the... Yeah, we're gonna get the elves out. More mana. Plus he gets a +1/+1. Ooh, I could put out the Bitterbow Sharpshooters. They become 5/5s. With Vigilance. You know what? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now they're 5/5s with Village Vigilance. Which means they're able to survive anything they throw. I could attack with Renata, but they could kill Renata. And if I attack with the Beanstalk Giant, they're just going to block with everything. And the pack leader will prevent all combat damage that be dealt this turn to dogs you control. Oh, that's when it attacks, not when it blocks. Sorry. Do I make the Beanstalker Giant attack? Because if I make it attack, I could kill one of them No, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it steady. You gonna? No, he's summoning a cat. No, it's a dog. Okay. Hound of Conda. Is that is that your commander? Spirited Companion, Enchantment Dog, or Enchantment Creature. When Spirited Companion enters the battlefield, draw a card. I saw that was actual. Heard of Magic the Gathering. Literally never saw it was actually all about. All I knew was cards. Yeah. And yeah, I'm facing a dog, so all his cards are dogs. He has all good boys. End turn. Oh, frig. I got a forest. Well, the forest is good because that powers up my Beanstalker Giant. So he's stronger now. I'm gonna play this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. Okay. So that's gonna go now. Because then that will eventually become a beefy boy. Still don't want to attack yet. Two basic forests. A boop. Boop. And a boop. They go to my hand, do they? Okay, yeah. And I can't play another one, but that means on the next couple turns, I'll be able to beef up my giant. Evil wake up some night. All right, Clav. Thanks for dropping by, telling me how you were doing. It's great to hear from you again. Hopefully, you have a good sleep. All right, I'm just gonna chill. He's gonna buff. Of course, he's gonna buff. Why are you gonna buff? Why you buff? I can still kill, but I'm just waiting for something. Nope, he's gonna end turn. Put up to one target land from your graveyard on top of your library. Yeah, well, I don't have. And the corn stickers have arrived again. Nighty night. One target land from your. Yeah. But the next one, I exile this saga, then return it to the battlefield transformed, and it'll be buffer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, yeah, 7? Yeah, it'll be. Right. It'll be a 7/7, I think. Or maybe if I'm returning it to the battlefield, who enters the battlefield with additional. Oh no, it might be. It might be an 8/8, similar to the Beanstalker Giant, because it'll come down with a counter on it. She's 10/4 right now. I'm just waiting for something that says deal damage to, or trample. Because everything I play it just gets her buff, but it's that her toughness that's a pain in the butt right now. Because if I make them attack, she is going. They're both going to die. Because that'd be 18 damage heading his way. Oh, if I had trample. You may promise an opponent a gift as you cast a spell. If you do, they create a tapped 1/1 blue fish creature token before its other effects. They fight, right? Those creatures fight each other. Okay. So if I play that, give him a 1/1 fish, then have my then make my Beanstalker Giant fight his Threadbend Purebloods. They'll die. And that's a lot of power on his end that's just gone. All right. Promise gift. Oh, I have to give him like choose a target creature you control and target creature you don't control. Put a +1/+1 counter on creature you control if the gift was promised. Then those creatures fight each other. So, Beanstalker Giant, Threadbend Purebloods. Gift a tapped fish to dog. Fia puts a +1/+1 counter on Beanstalker Giant. Yeah, okay. Pay that. So you get a tapped fish. Dog gets fish. And these two fight. So you have a fish, and now your dude's dead. Your biggest dude is dead. And now he's a 9/4 because he took 5 damage. So if I were to attack this turn, or I could wait for my big tree. 9, 19. 9, 19. None of them have trample, because a lot of that damage will just poof. Man, I wish I had trample. Because if I had trample, then this would be a no-brainer. Because if I were to attack, if I attack with Beanstalk Giant, and Renata and the Bitter Bow Sharpshooters, they would need to block. No. One of their, like the Loyal Warhound or the Trusty Retriever could block the Beanstalk Giant, and then the other one can block Renata, and then Isamaru and the Spirited Companion could block Bitter Sharpshooters. Yeah, all of those will die, but so will mine. I need to wait a turn. I'm gonna wait a turn. Shouldn't have waited a turn. Now he's got a Trusty Retriever that's a 6/7. He's just getting more strength on his side. He's not going to attack though. Oop. And now I get an 8/8 tree. I play a forest, it becomes a 9/9 tree, and my Beanstalker Giant is now 10/10. You have reach. Is this the moment? Is this the moment I attack? Now that I got a 10/10 here, he has to block with a lot of his shit. Oh. Alright, you know what? I think I'll go for it. I'm going to attack with those three. I know he's going to, like, He's going to block it, because otherwise he'll die. Yeah, just as I thought. Wait. He's blocking Renata and the giant, but he's not blocking the sharpshooters. Oh, he doesn't want his dudes to die. Okay. This is the moment when I really wish I had trample. Like, goddamn, I wish I had trample. If a commander is in the graveyard or in exile, that card was put into the zone since last time its owner may put it into command zone. Yes. Go back to the command zone. And then we're just gonna bring her back. We're bringing her back, baby. Yeah, she just comes back. She lost all of her buffs, um, but we just bring her back. In 8-9. Ugh. And he took no damage that turn. But he's going to have to block this. Oh, he did block my elves. Or, yeah. I thought he. I thought he. Yeah, attack with her as well. Because now I've got, like a crap ton of damage coming at him. He cannot stop them all. He'll kill my commander. But he can't kill unless he decides to have everyone block. He won't be able to. What the fuck is he doing? Flash. When Alpha enters the battlefield, target creature gets +0/+3 until end of turn. Whoops, I clicked away again. Alright, so his Retriever is blocking my Giant and blocking all the damage because of that. Pack Leader is blocking... Pack Leader is blocking my tree, and Isamaru is blocking my commander. So Pack Leader and Isamaru die. Okay, so Beanstalk Giant, damage. Well, I can't kill his trusty Retriever. So we're going to put 3 damage onto his guard, and then the rest will go to his trusty Retriever. And you go back to there. And now he only has 2 boop, 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 boop. Then we bring Renata back. And then we're going to do boop and boop. And we'll bring in a Gobu. Yeah, of course, he's going to power up his trusty Retriever. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. There's what I was looking for. So my tree will deal damage to your trusty retriever. That's fine. You powered it up, but that's fine. Because now I'm going to come at you. Should I go with all? No. Because I could attack with the Gobu, but that's a 2-2. That's a 2-4. 2-4. If these two get blocked, 2-4-5-6. Actually, I might have game here. If I do that, I might actually have game here. Because he has to block my branch and Renata. Yeah. Like I thought, he's blocking the branch and Renata. Because he has to. But oddly enough, the Trusty Retriever is blocking Renata. The Spirited Companion is blocking my branch. But that's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage to him. I win. Doesn't matter if you power him up. I win. Oh, I got Pack Leader. I get Dog. Loyal Warhound. Flooded Woodlands. No green creature can attack unless its controller sacrifices a land whenever that creature attacks. He had that? Damn. Glad he didn't use it. Gold, yes. Naya Panorama. Guardhound, Animal Sanctuary. 2 Animal Sanctuaries. Oh, that just sells them all. Cool. If I sold that, actually, that is a lot, but I'll take them. Win a game with no cards in your hand? Cool. Save. Oh, this has... Save. This is like an old save that I did when the game first came out. Good boys get good cards. Okay. All right, let's enter here. Now that I've actually got my own deck and I'm not like poisonous snake. Ah, crap. And he's got 15 health. Poison Snake is going first. Fia, you're going second. Okay. I got 2 forests, aggressive instinct. That allows me to draw a card, but I got a soul ring. All right, I got plays here. I'm keeping that. Yep, here it comes. Death Touch, Wasteland Viper, Death Touch, Blood Rush, discard Wasteland Viper, target attacking creature gets +1/+2 and gains Death Touch until end of turn. My move. I play a forest. And then I'll tap one force to bring in the Soul Ring. And that'll end my turn. Ow! I got bit by Viper. Oh, is all you're gonna have is just Death Touch? I mean, I'm not gonna be happy about that, because that means you could just kill my dudes. If I have an aggressive instinct, but I need that for later. Okay. Oh, shoot. I need 4 mana. I have... Oh, I can do it. I forgot the Soul Ring gives 2. When Joraga Visionary enters the battlefield, draw a card. Yeah. I got another forest. Cool. More mana. And then the next turn, I can just have her kill one of these Death Touch things. Yeah. Only my turn. +3/+3 until end of turn. Ooh, you bitch. I play a forest. I could bring Renata in. What do I got here? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's 4 alone. I wouldn't be able to play Aggressive Instinct. Okay, I'm gonna play Aggressive Instinct. You deal your damage to you. Boop and boop. Okay. So that's dead. That's gone. I don't have to worry about that now. And I have 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Next turn, I'll be able to do something. I'm just gonna let him. Just gonna pass. Lotus Cobra, landfall. Whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, add 1 mana of any color. Ooh, Lightning Greaves. Equipped creature has haste and shroud. That's actually pretty good. First play a forest. Then we're gonna play Renata. Boop, boop, and boop. So she comes to the field. Then we're going to play the Lightning Greaves. Then we're going to equip the Lightning Greaves to Renata. So she now has haste. Yeah, she can't be targeted by spells or abilities now, and she can attack. I'm curious as to what he'll do. Okay, he did. Yeah, because Death Touch. Okay, that's fine. Sareth the Viper's Fang. Oh, is that your commander? Other tap creatures you control have Death Touch. Other tapped creatures you control have Hexproof. Pay 1, untap another target creature or land you control. Okay, forest. I'm gonna bring Manana back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Soul Ring. We're gonna whip that to her. Because I could make her attack. Oh, but she'll just block with Sereth. Sereth will. Yeah, she'll just block with Sereth. Hawk. How the fuck and where the fuck did you get creatures you control get +3/+3 and gain trample until the end of turn? Fuck. Overrun. So now they have trample? Oh no. If I block Jorgaga. Okay, you know what? Yeah, we're just gonna block you. I'm gonna take the 5 from the Lotus Cobra, but we're just gonna block. We're gonna block her. I live, bitch. Somehow. Boop, boop. Nope, nope. Untap that. Untap that. Can I not untap? No. Cancel. Do Master Myers. 1, 2, and then the Soul Ring. So now we got those guys out. And now that they're on the field, I can draw a card. I won't have enough for. How much does it cost? Yeah, she costs 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have enough to bring her forward, so we'll bring the Gobu. Gobu will come to the field. I don't need to see that anymore. The generous end costs 6. I'm gonna forest cycle him actually. There we go. Oh, she's doing it again. She's fucking doing it again. Is that another overrun? That's another overrun. No, I can't. I can't. I can't stop this. I can't. I couldn't stop it. There was no, even if I blocked, I had 1 HP. There was no way I was getting through. All right, I'm going to try you again because I now have my actual deck. So, I'm going to play 2 forests, I got the Elven Farseer. I got the Hunter's Talent. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. I also got even a Dreadmaw coming up. We're just going to play this immediately. There's Kapow. Ooh, that is a creature. Select cards to be put on the bottom of your library. Or +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It fights target opponent creature and opponent controls. I definitely want this on the front, on the top of my deck. The boots I could probably put at the bottom. Like, but no. The boots I could probably put at the bottom. These other two I could use. Yeah. This is what I want. Oop, no. So you then you. Okay. Yes. Okay. Then I get to draw that card. Cool. And then in my next turn, I'll be able to draw Spidey punching. Okay. End my turn. What? Red Deep Walker gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Suspend 4. Rather than play this card from your hand, you may pay 1 mana and remove it from the game with 4 time counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove a time counter. When you remove the last, play it without paying its mana cost. It has haste. Okay. So he's playing the long game. Kapow! Play a forest. And then I'm going to play this. Get a wall up. Tap, add 1 green to your mana pool for each creature with defender you control, including this one. So that's just a 3rd mana. I need 1 more mana and I can get Renata to the field. But that's going to be my turn for now. Yep, you're doing the same thing. Creates a 0/3 blue crab creature token. Okay. Good for you. Got the Patchwork Banner. I didn't get the mana draw, which sucks, but that Patchwork Banner I can work with. If I choose Demigod, then Renata will be buffed once I'm able to play Renata. So for now, that's going to end my turn. Got the Generous Ent. I I would like to forest cycle him, but I need Renata. On the next turn, I think his yeah, on the next turn, one of these guys is coming out. He's got a lot of those ready to go. I don't really like that, but all right. I could Kapow and kill the crab token. Um, these guys have 3. Yeah. But I'm gonna do Hunter's Talent. So you deal damage to that. So crab token gone. And on the next turn, he's gonna bring out one of those fish dudes. Yeah, on the next turn, this guy comes out. He has haste, but if he attacks, I'll just block with Renata anyway, unless he's got something sneaky. And then on my next turn, I kapow. So I'm going to we're gonna forest cycle. We're gonna forest cycle you. Yeah, I'm gonna take out this, play it, because I need mana. Forest cycling is another one of those things that I actually really enjoy. Um, like in my Titania deck, I forest cycle a lot in order to get the mana on the field, so I can play Titania as soon as possible, and or play as many elementals as possible. But then I have a lot of cards in the deck that's also just like take from the graveyard and put back into the deck, or put back into my hand, or play it from the graveyard. So that like these big monsters that I can't play right from the get go, at the start they're giving me mana, and then later in the game they come out and it's really fun. I love it. So I should attack here, yeah? I should just do 5 damage to him. I got 1 mana. Yeah. I should just pound him for 5. He can't stop that. Okay, here comes his fish. There's his fish. But he can't get through my wall, so... Another forest. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could power up Hunter's Talent. Yeah, whenever you attack, creature gets +1 engage trample until end of turn. Yeah. 5 mana, 6 mana technically. Ooh, I could play the Dreadmaw. I could get the Dreadmaw out there. Ooh. I got so many plays, and I don't know which one's the better one. I think getting the Dreadmaw out is the better play. Yeah, I'm gonna get the Dreadmaw out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Dreadmaw is out because that buffs up Renata. So she's a 7/4. And then I'll go to my battle phase, and then Renata will attack. So he has to block this, or he's taking some damage. Which he took all 7. Okay. Touche. Out comes other fish, which he's doing nothing with. Cool, another forest. Okay. I think it's time to kapow. I think it's time to kapow. I've had this in the hand. I set it up so I can use it. Yeah. Put it on Renata, and she will kill one of these dudes, and then have these two attack. That means I win, right? I think that means I win. Renata, fight that. One, two, three. Oh, counterspell! Fuck you! Fuck you! I can't actually I can't be mad about that. Wow. That's blue. That's blue. I can't be upset about that as much as I want to be. Alrighty then. So we're just gonna activate this then. So now anytime whenever you attack, target attacking creature gets +1/+0 and gains trample. So if I attack with you, if I go to my battle phase and attack with you and you, this already has trample. Like you have to block. Like you have to block both because if you don't, you're dead. Oh, I think I win here regardless. I think this is game regardless because if the Deep Walker blocks Renata, that's 7 damage -3, that's 4. If the other Deep Walker blocks the Colossal, that's 7 damage -3, that's 4. 4 and 4 is 8. Yeah, that's game. This is what I mean by like I kind of do things in the moment. I don't plan that far ahead. Everything is just the here and now. Whenever you attack, target attacker creature gets +1 and gains trample to end of turn. Select target attacking creature. Renata. So she's gonna get +1/+0 and trample. So they both have trample. Yeah, this is game. Why are you even? Why? All right, we're gonna kill you for sure, and then do the 5 damage to the Hominid Explorer, and then we're gonna kill you for sure, and then do the 4 damage to the Hominid Explorer. I suppose if like because I was divvying it up with trample, he could have been like, all right, yeah, I'll let the 3 damage go to my 2 creatures, but I stop this damage on me or something. You're dead. I killed you. I get your crabs. 69 gold. Nice. And your treasure chest. Game. 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 Uh-oh. Game broke. Like, I can't move. Uh, It's just weird that I can go into like menus and such, but I can't like I can't move because it's still thinking I'm opening that. The autosave is even before I did any of that. Oh, man. I just beat him and bummer. All right, you know what? As much fun as I had with this, and as much fun as I can continue to have fun with it, I think I'll call it here for the night. I could just load from before I entered this area, and I'll have to fight the crab again. But that's, I guess that's what I'll just have to do because this isn't gonna work, and I can't save in this dungeon. So, oh, I could exit the world map. If I exit the world map, can I move then? But is Crab still dead? Crab is still dead. Okay. All right, fixed it. I'm still gonna end it things here, but I fixed it. Haru specs. Not bad. Deep Root Wayfinder. Whenever Deep Root Wayfinder deals combat damage to a player or battle survey 1, then you may return a land card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. I want that in my Titania deck. Ifrit. Trollhide. Oh, I love Trollhide. Chant creature gets +2/+2 and has regenerate this creature. I have Trollhide, don't I? I'm pretty sure that's in one of my decks. Crime Scene Instructor. This creature enters with a +1/+1 counter on it. When this creature leaves the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on the target creature you control. Poison Tipped Archer. That's funny. The Huntsman's Redemption. The Trollhide. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure I have Trollhide in my Titania deck. Because that might be one of the many cards that I'm looking for. I know I have Trollhide as a card because we have a crap ton of cards, but I don't remember if I put Trollhide in with my Titania deck or if I put that in with my Caddy Bree deck. Well, it's not my Titania deck. Unless I had it and then I removed it. It's just I vaguely remember playing it. Let's see, where is it? Oh, do I need the boots for both decks? Fuck. Oh, I do have shielding plaques in here. I forgot. I did add shielding plaques to the deck. I better get that back wherever I found that. I knew I had shielding plaques, but I didn't realize I put it in the deck because it's blue or green, not blue and green. Okay, I don't know. I'm. Oh, yeah, I do have Troll Hide. Okay, yeah, it's in my Caddy Bree deck. Okay, yeah, cool. That is just another card for the deck. Okay, that's cool. Is there any of these that I'm not gonna like? That I don't really want. Flip a coin. Target opponent calls heads or tails while the coin is in the air. If the flip ends in your favor, Frantic Ifrit phases out. Otherwise, bury Frantic Ifrit. I'm gonna sell that. This one I might. The Deeproot Wayfinder I might put in the deck at some point because my goal is to build my real life decks in the game, play them, see how they do, and then I can like test and put in other cards to see like, oh, what could I possibly want? That's funny, actually. That's hilarious. But no, Trollhide is staying. I'm gonna sell the Ifrit. Um, create a 3/3 Beast creature token. You may sacrifice a creature if you do. Search for library for a creature or basic land card. Reveal it, put it into your hand. Shuffle. Up to 2 trigger creatures gain trample. Yeah. Everything else I'll keep, but the Ifrit I'll probably never use. And for 150, yeah. I am curious what that book is. Ooh, I'll take that. More shards. Can I, like... Yeah, just... Oh! Oh! You know, I was like, I wonder what that book is. And I knew that in, like, actual Chandelar, it was, like, it gave you some cards, but this is a crap ton of cards. Mycologist? At the beginning of your upkeep, put a spore counter on Mycologist. Remove 3 spore counters from Mycologist. Put a green 1/1 green Saproling creature token into play. Sacrifice the Saproling, you gain 2 life. Okay, that's not bad. That's a good way to gain some life. Treacherous Urge. Target opponent reveals his or her hand. You put a creature card from it into play under your control. That creature has haste. Sacrifice it at the end of turn. Ooh. What? That's a weird combination. Rough deals 2 damage to each creature without flying. Tumble deals 6 damage to each creature with flying. Is this like a situation of like, um, it does both, or you pay whatever cost? Radha, Hair to the Keld. Whenever Radha, Hair to the Keld attacks, you may add 2 red to your mana pool. Tap and add 1 green to your mana pool. That's not bad. Deadly Grub. Vanishing. This permanent comes into play with three time counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove a time counter from it. When the last is removed, sacrifice it. When Deadly Grub is put into a graveyard from play, it has no time. If it had no time counters on it, put a 6/1 green insect creature token into play with this creature can't be the target of spells or abilities. That's not bad. You could work your way around it. A lot of cards you could work your way around. Shade of Trocair gets +1/+1 until end of turn. And you can suspend it. Needle Peak Spider. It's just a spider with reach. Vampiric Link. Enchant creature. Whenever enchanted creature deals damage, you gain that much life. Bog Serpent. Bog Serpent can't attack unless defending player controls a swamp. When you control no swamp, sacrifice Bog Serpent. A 5/5 for 6 that where it can't attack unless the defending player controls a swamp. And if you have no swamp, it dies. A little iffy. Reality Acid. Enchant permanent. Vanishing 3. This permanent comes into play with 3-time counters on it. When Reality Acid leaves play, enchanted permanent's controller sacrifices it. Draw a card, reveal it. If it isn't a land, discard it. Yeah, I don't know about that one. That's another Deadly Grub. Even Rift Watcher flying comes into play or leaves play. You gain 2 life with vanishing as well. Firefright Mage. Discard a card. Target creature can't be blocked this turn except by artifact creatures or red creatures. Ooh. Honestly, none of these I'm feeling. Except for like the Vampiric Link, maybe. But I'll take it. Woo-hoo. Gonna try to. Come on, come on. Ah, he got me. I was gonna try to debate him. All right, one more duel. I will play. I do have plays here. Okay, I got plays. Play a forest. Should have played command center beacon, but that's fine. Because next turn I can do this. I also got my droves of elves, so we got plays. Oh, setting down a harbor and has to be played tapped. Hey. Gonna get you going. Coiling Oracle. When Coiling Oracle enters the battlefield, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land card, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put that card into your hand. And he got it. He got the land draw. Well, fuck you. Command beacon. All right. So now I have 4 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah, I have 4 mana now. I could bring in my Jorga Visionary. Number of green permanents you control, which is currently 1. Well, it'll be 2. So she would be. These elves would be 2/2. Or I bring in my commander and start buffing up everybody else. Because I need 4 and I got 4. Yeah, I think I'm going to bring in my commander. Yeah, bring my commander in. Just start get everybody else buffed. And there's not he can't do anything with that on the other hand he can do. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. Ooh. Hey, a soul ring. I should get that soul ring on going. Yeah, I'm a. I'm gonna get that soul ring going. we're gonna get that soul ring. Pay 1 mana to now have 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could draw a card. I could get my Crash of Rhino Beetles out, but yeah. Or I get the sharpshooters going because they'll be a 5/5 with vigilance and reach. I do like that better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Yeah. 5/5 with vigilance and reach. Can't say no to that. If I attack with Renata, he'll block with the Amphibian Path Mage and she will die. So I will sit tight. Oh, you're gonna activate his ability, huh? Can't be blocked, so I guess I'm taking 3. Is this how you're planning on winning? Because it won't work. It probably will work. At the beginning of your end step, if creatures you control have total power 8 or greater, draw a card. I have 10 right now. This will be 11. I could bring you in. When this creature enters, you may have it fight target creature you don't control. If I have him fight the... Can he fight the Path Mage? I should be it, yeah. Yeah, you know what? We're going to bring him in. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sounds good to me. That should have given me 2. Why did that not give me 2? Wait, does he need... No? Oh, he needs 6. Never mind. He needs 6. I'm still going to play him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And... Actually, I'm going to redo this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. He comes to the field as a 5/5, and he's going to fight this dude. He can't be blocked, but that doesn't matter because I'm about to kill him. So, fuck you. He did. And then I'm actually going to attack with these 2. So, are you going to take 10? Or are you going to have your Coiling Oracle block 1? He took the 10. Okay. And now I have 2 creatures that can block if need be. Vronos Masked Inquisitor? Oh shit, it's a Planeswalker. Up to 2 other target Planeswalkers you control phase. Up to 2 other target Planeswalker you control phase out at the beginning of the next end step. Treat them, anything attached to them, as though they don't exist for your next turn. -2 for each opponent. Return up to 1 target non-land permanent that player controls to its owner's hand, which he's currently doing. He's putting away my sharpshooters for some stupid reason. Okay. That goes back to my hand, sure. if that's the way you want it. Okay, this is going to enter tapped, so I should bring my sharpshooters back, but 1, 2, 3. This will be a 4/4. Yeah, if that's the way he's going to do it, I'm just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to bring my sharpshooters back. Just that easy. And then I will attack with you and you. You have to block it or you're going to die. Thought so. He really wants to put. He really does not like my sharpshooters for some reason. When Amphin Mutineer enters the battlefield, exile up to one target non-salamander creature. That creature's controller creates a 4/3 blue salamander warrior creature token. Oh, you're getting rid of my affectionate Indrik? Oh man. Why you gotta do that to me? Why you gotta do that to me, bruh? 2, 3, 4, I got 5? Yeah. Still not a 10-10, but or a 15-15, but you know, it'll never happen. Oh, creature type, yeah. No, nobody shares a creature type with my commander right now. But should just bring back my sharpshooters. He really loves spending. Well, he can't spend it right now. You know what? Fuck it. Boop boop. Boop and a boop and a boop and a boop. Yeah, sharpshooters are back, bitches. If he wants to keep sending the sharpshooters, by all means. And then we'll do Owlbear Shepherd. We're gonna bump up and bump. There we go. And then move into my battle phase. You have to block this. And I win. It's like, you have to block this. And I win. And you fail. Is Amphen Mutineer. I didn't understand that card. Like, he got rid of my 5/5 and gave me a 4/3. Like, sure, dude. But because it created it on my side of the field, my commander buffed it to make it a 5/4. So damage-wise, I was still doing the same amount of damage. It's a crazy play. Ooh. Hinterland Harbor enters the battlefield tab unless you control a forest or an island. 2 of them. If I ever decide to do a blue-green, you know, they're both good to have, even though they're worth a lot. I'm going to sell you, though. I'm not too... I don't know about that. Like, giving your opponent a 4/3 token, it's just asking them to attack you. So, I'll take all that money. Ka-ching! Is that a... Ooh. I was gonna say, is that a mushroom I can just eat? If I walk over it? No. They just walk over it. Okay, there's no other rewards here, but I gotta kill the remaining 7 enemies in here in order to do the quest. Oh yeah, there's those 3, but I gotta kill that snake, who's already killed me once. Did I look through these ones? Relive history. Summon GF Ifrit. You may discard a card if you do draw a card. 3 and 4, add fire. Summon Primal Garuda. This creature deals 4 damage to tapped creature an opponent controls. In Slipstream, another target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains flying until the end of turn. Crystal Skull. You may look at the top cards in your library at any time you play historic lands. Dwellers. Vault 13, Dweller's History. These are like all the crazy ones. It's the 6th Doctor, legendary creature, the Time Lord Doctor. Whenever you cast a historic spell, copy it, except the copy isn't legendary. This ability triggers only once each turn. I know I said that I was going to end this like a while ago, but like, you know, sometimes it's just, you're just having fun. But I'm just hungry. That's why I'm like, I'm hungry. I want to... One last job. Not seeing anything here. There's a gift horse. Gonna need to get a lot of money. So I'm gonna need to like beat a lot of dudes. I should actually be selling a lot of the cards that I've been getting. I have 52 of those, so I could... Now that I think about it, I could probably go and get a bunch of money from just giving these orbs. Or crystals or whatever. Time of Need. Eyes of the Beholder. I think I have that card too. Not in the deck, but... because I remember putting that in a book. April O'Neil live on the scene! Fuck yeah! Whenever a mutant, ninja, or turtle you control enters, investigate. Partner. Character select. Fuck yeah. These are all legendary creatures, aren't they? Yeah, Tomes of Legend. So, like, these are potential commanders. Tanya might appear here. Can I, like... Yeah, Boomy. uh... Like, this is a good point to come in, like... Mikey and Mona, mutant sitters. When Mikey and Mona enter, choose one or both. Each mode must target a different player. Target player chooses a creature they control and puts 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Target player returns a creature or land card from their graveyard to their hand. It's a planeswalker. No, do it again. Siegfried. Oh, God. I love... Even though this card art is adorable for Raphael, the fact that Raphael has menace is hilarious. Again. Oh, Matoya. You can work with that. Turn to Planeswalker. Yeah. Finn the Fangbearer. Rona, yeah. Nope. Again. The Earth Crystal. Thanks. Green spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. If 1 or more +1/+1 counters would be put on a creature you control, twice that many +1/+1 counters are put on that creature instead. I actually might want this in real life. Not as, like to put in my Caddy Bree deck. 1, green spells cost 1 less to cast. Even though Caddy Bree herself doesn't have a colorless cost, she still only costs 2, which is fine. But it'll make all the other cards cost 1 less. But Caddy Bree gets a lot of +1/+1 counters on her, so this would just double it every time. I want it. Yeah. Haru Hidden Talent. Again. I mean, there's a lot of freaking legendary cards and legendary creatures, so trying to find... I figured if Titania was to appear in any shop, it would be this one. Ebon Death. I have Ebon Death in real life. Flash flying. Ebon Death Dracola to enter the battlefield tap. You may cast Ebon Death Dracola from your graveyard if a creature not named Ebon Death Drolokith dies a turn. Or Draco Lich. I am running out of crystals. I can do this like twice more. Oh, Altair. First strike makes sense. The 3/3 with first strike. I love that they really, really show that his finger is gone. But still. Altair Labad attacks. Exile up to one target assassin creature card from your graveyard with a memory counter on it. Then for each creature card you own in exile with a memory card on it, tap. Create a tapped and attacking token. Indominus Rex. And Kefka. He just, yeah, Ruler of Ruin. Go figure. When Kefka enters or attacks, each player discards a card. Then you draw a card for each card type among cards discarded this way. Pay 8. Each opponent sacrifices a permanent of their choice, and you transform Kefka. Activate only as a sorcery. And he becomes a 5/7. Goes from a 4/5 to a 5/7. Flying. Whenever an opponent loses life during your turn, you draw that many cards. First of the Bless. Whenever you attack, target attacking vampire that isn't a demon becomes a demon. Okay, one more. Oh, he has arrived. Sephiroth. Vigilance. God. When Sephiroth enters creatures your opponent control get -2/-2 until end of turn. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Sephiroth. Oh. You just have to play the. Oh, what happened with this card? Fuck. You just have to play Sephiroth's theme the whole time when he shows up. Like the moment you play him, you have to start it. You don't play it beforehand, just after. Well, shit. I'm out of crystals. Oh, I sell 5 for 80? Eh. Alright. We're gonna... Good boys get good cards. Save. Yep, still good boys get good cards. But that is going to be it for now. Legit. I am actually hungry. I want to go get food. I gotta go shopping. And I only got like 3 hours before I have to go to bed anyway, so... Oh boy. So yeah, that is going to be it. I've been doing this for 3.5 hours. That is a good moment to stop. So I might just keep picking this up if I feel like it. I am thoroughly enjoying it, and actually trying to go out and find the cards that I want is great. And seeing the cards that I know is amazing. And hopefully I can build my actual decks, which I've got some of the cards. It's just I gotta find the commanders in order to build those decks. In order to start building them. This deck in particular that I have right now, I do like it. It's actually pretty good. I don't hate it entirely. I don't know if I would tweak it or change it. And there might be a part of me that might just get rid of it altogether because some of the cards that I need for other decks are in that one. So, it'll probably just be there to get me through until I get the cards I want. And then after I build the other 2 decks, then I'll start, like, finding other cards and seeing what other kind of decks I can build. But yeah, that is going to be it. Thanks for everyone who was hanging out with me today. Thanks for the raid that happened. If you're watching this on YouTube, because I'll probably post this on YouTube, be sure to subscribe or leave a like or come over here on Twitch and follow me. And you can also enjoy like my lovely emotes, and some of the emotes are for stickers, which are operational because they happened today. And I might just keep like streaming this for a little bit, just until I get my bearings again, and we'll see. Again, it all depends on how I'm feeling, because I might sit down and be like, I don't really feel like playing Magic right now, but we'll see. I'll always have this on the back burner to do. But yeah, that is going to be it. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day or night. And I hope to see you guys sometime. I might be able to stream earlier in the day, but like tomorrow or the next day. But it all depends on how I'm feeling. So yeah, I'll see you when I see you. Bye.